I stand tall. I fall. I get up. I fall. I get up.
What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video here at Compound Gym, here back in Houston. I'm pretty sure if anyone who's followed me on Instagram saw that I went into Miami post Nationals. That was definitely the vacation that I needed. That was an amazing. Shout out Nabil, Clara, Lori. It was an amazing trip, amazing week. Really loved every single part of it, every single moment of it. And honestly, it's what I needed. I still stayed on track though. So like, food was still tracked for the most part. I definitely had fun when I needed to, but for the most part, I was still tracking my food. I didn't miss a single workout at all. I got right back to it post Nationals, and even when I was in Miami, I was able to go to Ghost Gym. I was able to go to Powerhouse Gym there in downtown of Miami, and still stayed on track with everything that I needed to do. So, getting back here, I'm super excited about training because something that I posted a little bit about on Instagram is I have a new shelf for my squat. When I was training, going into Worlds last year, 2024, I had a great shelf for my squat, but I didn't realize that it changed. Coming back to Houston, Texas, we didn't have an Eleiko rack. I kind of just went with what felt right, and I was just squatting because I just squat. But I found that the Eleiko rack has a setting that makes it to where I'm able to get a really good groove on my shelf that I've been missing for a while. And when I went into Nationals, what happened is I was not really sure where to put the bar, and it kind of threw me off until my last squat where I finally figured it out. And coming back here, coming to Compound, them having the ability to have an Eleiko bar and Eleiko rack. I mean, I have an Eleiko bar myself, but that one's at a different gym that's closer to my house. And it's really cool seeing how easy it is now to squat. So I'm very excited to see my squat kind of like project upwards, because I'm going into China and I'm trying to win. Like, I'm not trying to just beat the other 93s. I'm trying to actually win. That would mean going against like my big homie Ashton. And it's funny, he's younger than me, but he's still a big homie. But he's just so strong, right? And I want to be able to have a chance at actually beating him at World Games. And for that, I need to do a 10 times bodyweight total, bare minimum of 10 times bodyweight total. So I'm really excited to pick up my squat, pick up my bench. I have some bench keys that I'm gonna try and tell y'all later. But for now, just watch how well these squats go, how good I feel, and watch how this new shelf is gonna propel me into a whole new squat PR territory. So let's get it.
I fall. But I get up. I stand tall. I stand tall.
Riding parasail, rolling through the grass, shaded under the trees. Looking through a glass, watching by the bushes, waiting on a breeze. You is all I need. Water moving fast, watching memories, trying to make it last. Parasail, flying through the bush, flying through the bush. Way we gon' rock, way we gon' take a swole, we gon' rock clean, we gon' shake off the mother lie, we gon' rock show, we gon' pop, we gon' rock
Same nutrition, same type of energy I walked into the gym with, same type of circumstances, two different forms of execution, two different speeds of the same movement. So it's just like, do your best to execute so that way the programming can be really, really easy. Because if you're always flimsy with your execution, you don't really know if it's just you as an athlete that low-key kind of just sucks, or if it's the programming. That is why being objective is so important. I took the first two, and it just was hitting my quad, or the outer portion of my quad, just away that I didn't want, right? And I know when I'm am having a hard squat or I'm having a squat that's awkward because I did something wrong on the setup. So I did the 2 to make sure that it wasn't a fluke, because sometimes perceptually, the first rep can feel like shit. Then you go to the second one and it feels a lot better. That didn't happen. Second one felt worse. So I was like, oh, let me rack, look at the video. Did it look bad? Did it look like I was just like weak? Or did it look like it was fine, but perceptually I was not feeling it? On video, looked just fine. So that means there was something I could have done better on my shelf and on my back tension. I realized what it was, went back to it, finished the set of 5. The last 3 reps, way better. Was able to get a much better spot with the bar on my back, tension a lot better, and find my groove. Because mind you, even though when I first came back and I loved the shelf and I felt trained towards it, I went to Miami. And in Miami, there was no Alico racks or anything. So I spent another week and some not utilizing an Alico rack and not utilizing that same shelf positioning that I had at Nationals. So basically I just detrained myself. So even like last squat session felt off, but I just went through it. This squat session, I feel like I'm still trying to find that shelf that I had. That third set felt a lot better. I'm gonna try and mimic that same thing on my back downs, and that should hopefully fly. And I should leave this session feeling better than how I started, because that's the main point. I'm not trying to win on a week 2 that much. I'm trying to learn my body, develop momentum, get on to the week 4, and execute then, and not necessarily worry about if I messed up on a week 1, week 2, week 3, because it's all learning, developing, evolving for the actual important days. So, time to hit these back downs. Let me go ahead and just fix that real quick. There we go.
So this is what happens when you come out of Nationals.
So that was a great 1 set of leg press. I think we killed it. It's time to move on to something better at this point in time. Let's go. video real quick. Today, things feel a lot better than what they have felt lately, even though I'm still trying to figure out some things. Squats, the back downs ended up still going smoothly. I feel like I really do have a good handle on my shelf, which is just like a little bit lower than what it used to be, while still having good retraction in my shoulder blades. Going to my ascending Larsons, I don't know if you noticed, but in my setup, I'm really focusing on like keeping my wrists extended for the majority of my setup. And then right before I go to like lift off, I slightly get my wrist flexed and pivot the bar into like a really good spot. And then just boom, unrack and shift it over myself. And that feels amazing. Like where the bar is placed in my hand feels amazing. Shout out to Kyle. I was watching Kyle daily on. For those that don't know, he has like a massive bench press. And I was watching him when we were benching together this past weekend, and I noticed that he did that, and I just like stole that, and it's been working really well for me. So I feel really, really good on bench, especially like with the ascending Larsons. And my accessories feel good, even though I almost died. I made it through. So like these new accessories that I have in, I feel really good. I feel like I'm getting more muscle on me. I'm getting a really good pump after my workouts, and I just overall feel stronger. I just have to eat more so that way I can recover. But overall, like I know that I am getting better with each workout that I do, and that's ultimately what I want. So with all that being said, again, shout out to Ash. We back. Chef OV Shoots. Is it that right?
Yeah.
Is OV Shoots now right?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I got it right. Hey. So shout out to her, and I'm very excited to be more consistent on YouTube, and that will be it. So until next time, this is life, and we're gonna live more of it. Peace.